All right, fellas, welcome back. A while back in a video, I said this statement right here.
Oh my god, dude. TikTok has got to be the most fucking AIDS platform out there, dude. It's just awful. I mean, one day we're going to have to do an entire video dedicated to how awful TikTok is.
As a man of my word, today will be the day that we actually deliver this video here. So initially, what I wanted to do for this video was basically make it a cringe video, right? There are tons of TikTok cringe compilations out on the internet, and TikTok is just awful. 99% of TikTok is just like, it's so cringy, I can't even watch it, man. I'm getting way too old, personally, to even be looking at any TikToks at all. I feel like a pedophile even just watching it, any of it at all. Like, real talk, man, if you're above the age of 16 or like, you know what, we'll do this. At the very latest, okay, if you're out of high school and you have TikTok on your phone, I'm judging you right now, okay? That's suspect behavior in my opinion. Luckily, I don't have the app on my phone. We do all of our research here on the computer, So anyway, yeah, initially I was going to make it a dissection of cringe TikToks, but I actually found this article online and it's much more interesting, and I think it explores a much deeper problem with TikTok that you may not have thought of yet, but once we go into detail about it, you're gonna be like, yes, this has a good point. This is big picture shit. This is actually corrupting Gen Z. So as per the usual, before we get into it, make sure you subscribe, okay? Stop having a small dick. It will make your life infinitely better, and there's scientific evidence to back this, okay? Turn your goddamn notifications so you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch. Now, fellas, here's the article right here. It's about 3 months old at this point, but it's going to be very, very relevant for the foreseeable future. So the article is called How the TikTok Aesthetic is Changing the Face and Body of Porn. With viral stars pivoting to adult content, 18+ Gen Z fans are more willing to pay up than ever. Like Instagram, much of TikTok's success is due to the presence of beautiful women on the app. These women often participate in viral dance trends or dress up in cutesy outfits. They're right there in front of you, posting themselves, available to respond to your comments. They seem authentic and, most importantly, this is really important here, attainable. They're the girl next door and your phone is the window through which you can peek into their bedroom or bathroom. Now, TikTok porn stars like Brie Louise, who had nearly 1 million followers before TikTok deleted her account, and Cute Lil Kitten, aka Kitten with Dabs, God, that's so fucking cringy, dude, have leveraged this appeal into an adult content cash cow. Sometimes the safe for work originals are considered erotic, enough on their own, but in all cases, one thing is clear. Fans are getting off to TikTok or trying to. Now, dudes, the way that they worded this article was just like, it was so spot on that I felt the need to share it with everybody, because on Twitter, I see a lot of this garbage pop up on the timeline here, right? And I just see you horny motherfuckers liking everything, retweeting stuff, and even if it's just memeing, because a lot of them are memes, we can acknowledge that, but even if it's not meant to be taken seriously, dude, it's just like a lot of these girls that are doing TikToks now, that the ones that get attention, are just so overly sexual. It's kind of disturbing in a way, right? And it just seems as if the younger crowd, the Gen Z 18, maybe 22-year-olds right now, they're just eating it up. And maybe for good reason. So as another man of culture, obviously, I had to do my research on this Brie Louise woman, this very nice woman that's mentioned in the article. So, now that I've researched this person thoroughly, and I could say that I am a certified scholar on the topic, we can conclude that she may belong to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
If you're not familiar, here are some of her most viral TikToks that I was able to find online. You can find them all here on YouTube, but of course, we're trying to get that YouTube money, right? So we can't have any copyrighted music in these videos. So instead, I was nice enough to go ahead and replace all the music with tuba waddle music. Enjoy. I wonder why anybody would ever want to watch this content. I can't think of a single reason. What do you guys think? Yeah, so as you can see, very, very high quality, high effort content. Only the best, top at the top. And surely this TikToker turned now porn star only got recognized because because she's so talented, obviously. Well, we're gonna get back to her in a few minutes over here. We've got some other simpish behavior involving her later down in the article, but for now, let's continue on. So in this next part here, we have a chime in from a guy named Alex Hawkins, and he's actually the vice president of X Hamster. So before we even hear what this guy has to say, I just gotta ask, what could being the VP of X Hamster actually entail? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? Do you just look at porn all day long? Deadass might be the dream, dude. So anyway, he says that Gen Z and young millennials are disproportionately willing to pay for adult content compared to previous generations, especially if the star of the video is also the one creating it. We see the shift from studios to performer producers dramatically changing the industry, he says. Aesthetically, this translates to a surge in realistic situations and more natural bodies. In other words, more of what you might find on TikTok, albeit with fewer clothes. Exactly, this is exactly what I'm talking about here, right? We believe that consumers are much more likely to pay for performer-created content than they are traditional porn because it feels more intimate. So basically what he's saying is that Gen Z is just, they're just turning the porn industry upside down because they just want to look at thoughts on TikTok and apps like TikTok. They want to see girls that look real and attainable and girls that they would actually know in real life, you know? And in theory, I guess there's really nothing wrong with that, right? It's not really hurting anybody, but the thing that, the reason why I say it's corrupting youth is because he goes ahead and says that it's skyrocketing the willingness to pay, okay? This is why things like OnlyFans have emerged, guys, because you can now see bitches that you know in real life naked, and who wouldn't want to see that, right? I don't blame you guys. Hell, just the other day, okay, true story right here, just the other day, the first girl that I know in real life now, the first girl, like a chick I went to high school with, I saw that she was doing OnlyFans, and for a second, a split second, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, maybe it's worth making a burner account just to check it out before I quickly slapped myself across the face and said, no, absolutely not. How could you consider such an awful, terrible thing? See, the problem is now a lot of people aren't having that moment. They don't have the willpower to slap themselves out of it. And that's the reason why I see so many people that just appear to be brainwashed by shit like this on Twitter. And it's just getting not only sad, it's getting kind of frightening. You know, guys, my generation, me, I'm a millennial, okay? I'm getting close to 30 years old now. My people my age, we've been blamed for a lot, okay? A lot of memes going around over the years saying millennials have killed the fabric softener industry, or millennials killed the housing market, millennials killed this or that industry, right? But now, finally, we can take pride in knowing that we are no longer being blamed for killing industries. It's the next generation that's killing the porn industry. Maybe it needs to be killed, you know? There's a whole debate to be had about that. But you know what? Pissing your money away on OnlyFans and shit like that and just being horny fucking freaks on the timeline, man, it's not a good look. It's beta, it's cringy, it's disgusting, no one wants to see it, and it just makes people look really, really pathetic. Not to mention all while enabling thoughts, obviously, right? That's the worst part about it. But anyway, let's continue on with this article here. Per the X Hamster 2020 Trend Report, natural tits and real homemade have experienced massive growth as search terms over the last few months, 200% and 112%. Likewise, amateur porn is the most popular category in the US and third most popular worldwide, and within that, natural bodies and authentic situations such as public sex or voyeuristic content has grown as well. Voyeuristic content, man.
What?
Which one of y'all is searching that up, okay? I'm calling the cops right now. No, we're not with that shit, dude. That's disgusting. If you're looking at voyeuristic content on the hub, we can't have you here anymore. Please excuse yourself. FBI, over there. Yeah, can you get that guy? Take him away. Well, it looks like no one wants to see MILF porn anymore, man. Everyone just wants to look at their neighbors naked, basically, is what I'm gathering from all this. The nudity-filled subreddit r/TikTok not safe for work is a prime example of TikTok's porn appeal. Less than a year old, it already has 50,000 members. God, I hate this world, man. Users primarily use the group to share TikTok straight from the app that they find hot, but also share nudes of TikTokers, either leaked maliciously, stolen from their paid platforms, or willingly distributed. Yeah, this is an open roll call now. Anybody that's part of this subreddit here, I'm gonna need y'all to get off the computer and just go outside, okay? Go live in the real world for a little while instead of being this fucking creepy, please. Bree Louise, girl from the beginning of the video again, is unquestionably the star of the subreddit. First garnering popularity on TikTok for, you guessed it, her dances, Louise began creating not safe for work content almost the moment she turned 18. Wow. Round of applause for you out here truly doing God's work. Anyway, most famously, she recreated some of her biggest TikToks videos with nudity. She now has an OnlyFans with more than 7,500 subscribers who pay $15 a month. After OnlyFans' 20% service fee, this means she likely takes in more than $90,000 a month. If that just doesn't make you want to dive headfirst off a building into concrete, does anything, like, honestly, could anything be worse than that? No justice, no peace, man. I mean, really, can you just imagine life that easy? Like, you're literally living on the easiest mode possible, man. But you know what we say here on this channel, man? If we were girls, we'd be doing the same shit. We don't blame them. We blame the fucking losers paying for it. And here I was thinking that I should go to work every day. I mean, obviously, we've been doing life all wrong, guys. But this right here is the absolute creepiest part of the whole thing, okay? So far, you know, the article is basically just described. This girl, basically, she's just a thought. She stirred up this whole trend of doing shit naked on TikTok, right? You go on the hub, you type TikTok, you're gonna see exactly what it's talking about. Okay, whatever. Knock yourself out. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but this is truly weird right here, okay? Further proof of the demand for TikTok porn comes from another subreddit called r/babecock. The general premise of the group is that it contains photos of babes juxtaposed with photos of cocks. Sometimes the cocks belong to the members of the group, other times the cocks belong to porn stars. While the babes are often celebrities or simply girls that members of the group know, TikTokers frequently appear on the subreddit, and when they do, they're usually featured in video format. Men will edit the TikToks of their favorite women so that clips of them dancing on the apps are sandwiched between clips of hardcore pornography. One example can be found here. Yeah, okay, we can't click that. Jesus, man. This brings basement dwelling to a whole new level. Man, I don't even have the words for this. Like, these just sound like future school shooters to me. You know, if you would spend your time doing all this editing and doing this creepy shit, man, and like jerking off with your own dick, taking videos of it and putting it next to TikTokers' heads, I'm not quite sure you should still be allowed to live in our society. We might have to take you out back and exterminate you. And they said sometimes it's not even their own dicks. They'll take porn stars' dicks. So they're gonna go and get a photo of like Johnny Sin's dick and put it next to some girl they saw on TikTok or next to some girl they know in real life, and then share it with other basement dwellers on the internet, and they're all gonna jerk it to it together. Nah, man, I'm out of here. This is too much. I can't even believe this is a real thing that I'm reading in front of my face right now. Man, if you guys know anybody out there like this, you better call the FBI right now. This is an early warning sign for something horrible, a tragedy that's gonna occur down the road. The article ends by saying that it's not a coincidence that TikTok's explosion in popularity coincides with the growing appetite for porn that more closely mirrors reality. After years of Instagram's emphasis on staged polish, Gen Z is demanding unfiltered authenticity, no stage lights, no airbrushing, and no expensive cameras. They want the content that mirrors their own lives, spent largely on an iPhone in their bedrooms. Listen, fellas, I'm not gonna lecture you here. I'm not gonna play dad, but honestly, it sounds honestly like it sounds destructive. Now, I understand, obviously, not everybody who uses TikTok falls into this category. But if this is what's breeding underground and kind of flying under the radar now, it's only going to grow in popularity and more people are going to get sucked in, man. It's just disturbing. So stay safe out there, man. The hub is free. Okay, I know you guys know that, but if you know anybody in real life that might fall into this category, like, please let us know in the comments. Or if it's you yourself, are you tempted? Man, we can help you, okay? We're here to help. We'll snap you out of it. If you want, I'll come and personally whoop your ass, okay? Will that make you feel better? But yeah, let us know down in the comments, man. This kind of disturbing. It really is. And as all things that suck on the internet, it's only going to get worse. This video has now gone on long enough, guys. You let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. We'll talk about it. It's getting scary out there, man. But if you enjoyed the video, do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn your goddamn notifications so you can be part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links are both down below. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe.